Bloody hell's no way through. Bloody hell. Come on. Morning folks, it's time for that day again. Bike ride into the countryside. Where we're going to go today, you may ask. You may not ask. You may not be bothered. We're going to tell you in a few minutes. So guys, the schooling for Wilming is in its second week. I'll tell you all about that in a few minutes as well. Good and bad news really, so do stay tuned. Injury updates, you know, 52 now, so injuries are more common. I'll go through those. Maybe you can sympathise with me having the same similar injuries. Or you can take the mick. Now, first things first, I had a crash, and annoyingly I can hear a squeak on the bike, the new bike. Thomas, I am absolutely livid. It's doing my head in. I've got to be able to find that squeak, otherwise I'm going to chuck it in that river. After all that time squeaking bike, the yellow one. You may not be able to hear it, but I hear something. Basically what happened was, coming back after about an hour's ride, quite a lengthy one, and it was wet. Oi, oi. Oh, that didn't work, did it? Didn't give a shit about that. No. Need to get one of those horns you get at the football matches. That'll get it out of the way. Or just belt me with his hind legs. So yes, after the bike ride, coming back, the tiled floor, the yard, is quite slippy when wet. And when I came back, I think I've mistakenly pulled the front brake. Still getting the grips with the bike. I mean, I know the front brake's on the right normally, but for some reason I pulled it and I went skidding down near the front door. Nat ran out to help me, and Wilming was all caring, bless him. You alright, Daddy? And I've got a huge bruise on the side of my leg. It's dented the pedal slightly. The chain came off slightly, That went back on easy enough. But for some reason now, I've got a squeak, but only in certain gears, so it might have been something to do with that. This area here has all been chopped down, have you noticed? So you can actually see the view now. It's all peace and quiet, tranquil. Yeah, so all this has been chopped down, so my thinking is they're going to extend this path. So we could have a new path to ride down on our bike trails. That's pretty cool. Let's do something different. Normally I go across the bridge there and through the villages there, but today I'll go straight on. It's a bit of a challenge because of the ground isn't exactly level and I'm unsure of the route, but it's a challenge, it's fun, it gives you guys something different to look at. Alright, here you go, down by the riverside. Should be on X Factor, shouldn't I? Bloody hell, big hole there. I didn't see that. I was actually behind the scenes at the X Factor in Manchester one day. My cousin Alex, who's a singer, was performing, but we didn't know when she would be actually performing on stage in front of Simon Cowell and all them lot. So we had to stay behind. So it was me and a group of her friends. Basically, they all stayed at my house in Manchester because I got a house there. They all stayed there, saved money on hotels and stuff. So they all just camped out at my house. Now here we go. Now don't go left or no, let's go right. Yeah, it is a mountain bike for trails and stuff. We'll carry on that story in a minute. This is more interesting. Whoa, I'm gonna get fit through that! Bloody hell! Oh, left or right! Whoa. Quick decisions. This is what I miss about England. Because there's like a lot of... I've gone the wrong way. Get up the hill! Get up there. There's a lot of woods in my area, my local village where I was brought up. Used to go bicycling around those woods on the trails and stuff. So it was quite cool and interesting. I do remember one time where do I go straight on here? Yeah. You see at the ledge there, there's not much to go on. It's gonna see, take the wrong turn, son of a. Right, back. Thought it was that right turn. Yeah, one time I stopped to wait for a mate, put my foot down, but there was no ground, so I went arse over tit into the undergrowth. Oh, this is more like it, guys. I prefer doing this kind of riding, it's more interesting. It's bone dry now, guys, not rained for a couple of weeks. Except that slight rain, you know, the one that gets you really wet. That's the one I went sliding over the front yard. big boulders in the way. Okay, I'm going into the area that grassed me up when I was walking around here during the pandemic. When I was practicing, training for the marathon walk, I was, this is all overgrown since the last time I came. It's a lot different. We just wary of these potholes in this area, just like that big one we saw by the river. There'll be one just here, and I'll be going, alright, A over T, as they say. This is more interesting. Yeah, so the villagers saw me walking around on my own, called the police, and 2 policemen on the back of a bike came. Where are you going? In Vietnamese. And I said, there, in Vietnamese. And they said, why? In Vietnamese. I said, tap tears up, exercise. Got something to say about that, have you? Yeah, go home. Right, bloody hell. So I had to go home because I was a foreigner during a pandemic. They're all scared of me. I didn't have COVID. Walked past the school with all the parents and grandparents picking the school kids up, like about 1,000 of them, all stood next to each other, chatting away, touching each other. I walked past, not going anywhere near anyone, and I'm sent home. Racist buggers. So yeah, bit of annoyed over that one. But here we go, we're back onto the main road. Woo! How's that? It's about the time the kids are getting kicked out. It's 10:30. Will be going home. We've moved his lessons from 11 o'clock. Well, it was going to be 12 o'clock, but the teacher couldn't manage those lessons, so we've got a new teacher. Still from Philippines, but now we've got to do it 11 o'clock till 11:50. So I've asked her to move it to 11:15 because... Hello, what is your name? I'm fine, thank you, and you? So he's got a chance to actually have lunch. Hello! He finishes at 10:30, you see, so by the time he gets back it's 25 to 22. He's throwing it down his neck to get ready for 11 o'clock, so 15 minutes extra is a bit better later. So he's struggling with the English side of things at the moment, so he's not going to get a chance to do the science, technology and art and things. Maths is maths. He can do, he's quite good at maths, he likes maths, but he's getting maths in Vietnamese, so there's not really a problem with that. So it's really English, science, technology and art. But art is colours and shapes and stuff, I think, and using scissors, cutting things out and stuff, so it's slightly more entertaining than English. So yeah, he's struggling. He's not concentrating. Very difficult. He's doing like 7 in the morning till 10:30, and then 1:30 till 4:30. So he's doing a good 6 hours of normal school, and then he's doing an hour at lunch, and he does half an hour after before dinner. but what I've realised is this isn't a school as such, it's just homeschooling, and basically it's a full-time job for me now, and I hadn't realised that. So he's got online lessons with teachers 3 times a week, but that's kind of what we're paying for, just the lessons, which is quite frustrating. And you get all the information on the websites as well, but I think it's possible I could have done that myself. And the way the woman was teaching him yesterday, saying the letter of the alphabet, going through the alphabet, A, B, C, but when he said one letter, she's go, oh yeah, brilliant, yeah, lovely, and he's already said C and D. So then she's asking him, what's this letter? Well, he's already said it. So I told her, probably best if you shut up while he says it to you, because you can't hear him, and he's speaking really low as well. He shouts and screams all his life, but when he's up in front of the teacher, he doesn't say anything. He's really quiet. It's quite annoying. So we need to get the grips with it a bit better, make sure he's got his 3 lessons a week. I'm doing lessons with him at the weekends, so I'm going to take more time out to help him, because he needs it. I was just going through the little town here. We did the rough terrain, done the village, now it's the town. I think they're all villages really, they just seem bigger because they've got a main road going through them. But this goes towards the place where we buy the kumquat tree for Tet. If you angle it around that way, but also to the hill with pagoda on it. If you've been part of the channel for a while, you know what I mean. So guys, I'm actually using the chest mount today. It seems more stable. I just had it on 60 frames per second, and it stopped the camera overheated. It doesn't like 60 frames. Whoever it was who suggested I use that can't do it. It's too hot. So I've stuck it back down to 30. So if the video's changed slightly, then you'll know why. Gold's Gym there, I think. I don't think it's a branch of the original. Should pop in. Vietnamese are very good at bodybuilding. I mean, there's nothing on them, so they just eat more chicken, train more, and they do develop really good bodies. Whereas me, I can develop muscle, but I've still got the belly for drinking beer. Yeah. So we're going to turn right, but just on the left, just further up, is where we get our tree for the Tet holidays. It's a yearly, annual. It's an annual thing. So this is a village as well, but it's got more shops, more developed. You've got milk shops, mobile phone shops, flower shops, phone shops, coconut shops, and there's a place I want to see. It's just down here. There's a chopstick factory down here, I believe. So I do want to try and get in there, so do subscribe. I'll try and get into that chopstick factory. It's not like I can see inside the factory to see what it is. It's the fact that what's laid outside drying in the sun. Millions of chopsticks. Right, it's a wonderfully sunny day today, very hot, as my camera can testify. But I've got my long sleeve on and gloves as well. A bit more comfortable on the handles. What's going on down here? Traffic jam. Loads of kids going home for their lunch. Hello. What time are you on? 4:11. I've got half an hour to get back for his lesson. Bloody hell. Plenty of time. Now if I turn right, that goes towards the Beer Hoy. Oh, there's a wedding on here. So what they do for weddings is they basically just close off a road, set up tents, make it look smart, and then make it look inside. Inside looks really nice, and you don't see the outside areas which could look like this, rough as arseholes. So they do it really nice, flower arrangements and the white sheets over the wall as the walls, and they basically just block off a road. Hold on a second. Bloody hell. If it's in the village, they just close the road off and that's it. You can't get past, you've got to go another way. So yeah, the schooling isn't exactly what I expected, but we paid the money. We've got to sort it out, we've got to get to grips with it. He's getting angry at the moment at the end because he's not understanding. Wonder where he gets that from. But also because he couldn't play with the mouse. The mouse was distracting him. So I won't be plugging the mouse in today. Those construction sites like this, well, actually this is a company that sells the bricks and stones and sand. This is one of my favourite routes, going through a little village. Some of you may not have seen it before, but it's actually where we go to go up the hill. The hill is on the right hand side. I'm not going to mess around with the camera to move and show you it. You'll know there's a pagoda because of the multicoloured flags. And it's up those steps, steep steps. So It's a good old exercise getting up there, bit of exercise, but I will go up there and have tea with the monk. More tea, Vicar. Oh, in Vietnamese, probably Ong Cha Nua, Tom. Something like that. Whoa, going down a hill. So yeah, 52 years old, getting injuries all the time now. My missus, my wife, Nat, she's just like, bloody hell, what else is hurting now? So, well, getting old, aren't I? And I've got two bad wrists, no jokes please. Forearm, right shoulder. Oh, bloody hell, you see the size of that dead rat? Oh, bloody hell. Rat or van. A rat that's been run over by a van. Anyway, yeah, my right knee, my right foot was hurting the other day. What else is there? Yeah, something else that's more serious, but I'm not going to go into that. Need to get that checked out. Ugh. Not happy about that one. Anyway, so yes, what's coming up? I'm going to be in Hanoi next weekend. So if you are subscribed to our business channel, Travel Agent Hanoi, do watch out for some videos. I'll do something. Now I've got my GoPro back, I'll do a longer video in Hanoi. It's due one. And the reason we're going to Hanoi is Wilming's birthday on the 9th. So if you want to send them your well wishes, a donation even. I got a donation from Austin. God, I nearly forgot your name there, mate, sorry. I'm not very good these days. Yeah, I've got a 6-year-old come Thursday. My God. When he knew he was going to Hanoi, first thing he asked for, Hulk and Black Spider-Man. Bloody hell. But what we are going to do is buy him a laptop for his birthday. Just as an extra present, not something that he'll enjoy as such. But it's something to get him used to using a computer so that he can understand it, work the mouse, the screen, the keyboard. Yep. And be ready for lessons. So you'll have a couple of weeks playing on that. At the moment he's new to everything, so it's a struggle, poor lad. And I'm not the most patient guy in the world. Pretty horrible really. So it needs to be done. So we're going to buy him a laptop. Take him and Leah on the in the play areas with the slides and the climbing frames and stuff. Give them some fun. Get them burger, chips, pizza, what have you. Me and Nat will sample the delights of Hanoi food. So do check out Travel Agent Hanoi YouTube channel when you get a chance. We will be filming. There is one thing rattling, but that's my phone. It's on the mount. I was just checking the angle of the video, make sure it was right. Hopefully it's still right. So yeah, Hanoi at the weekend. That should be good fun. Don't know where we're staying. Nothing flash, You know, stay in something 3-star, save the money for food. That's the Asian side of us. I'd like to stay in something nice so I get a really cracking buffet breakfast and smash it. But I need to cut down. I've only lost about 3 kilos since I've been in England, which isn't good. I wanted to lose at least 5. I want to be down to about 90 kilos or less if possible, but I'm not in a calorie deficit, as they say. I'm doing loads of exercise, but I'm not exactly eating salad all day. I do eat salad at lunch, and I have scrambled egg on toast for breakfast, which is better than any cereal, full of all the crap. Unless it's Weetabix. Weetabix is good. Come on, mate. Hurry up. Get ahead of this guy before I get caught up. Okay, what are we on now? 5 to 11. I'm going to have to take an early shot to the right. So this is going through the villages, so you get a chance to see something beautiful. So do stay tuned. I might actually go the scenic route back instead of through the villages, down by the river. Okay, here we go. Hello! Hello! Every time I go past there, he says hello. You still rolling? Yes. Over the river again. I've got to be there on time because Nat doesn't know what to do. Just doesn't know how to switch it on. I'm going to have to rush. So we've not been down this way for a while. It is more scenic. Down by this lake. For those of you who are still watching, hardcore loyal fans, thank you very much. This channel is now for keeping me fit, I think, but I will do some food videos. Oof. This road is really bad. That road, Jesus. See if you notice anything different. Write in the comments if you get it. We're going to go off-road now. Long time since I've done this, so may have changed a bit. Jesus! Fucking hell! He went into a fucking crater. Right. Overgrown. Jungle. Bloody hell's no way through! Bloody hell! Come on! Has to be cows in the way, don't there? Bloody hell. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. See if there's any more craters. I remember this path was not one of the thickest. Whoa, that's on the edge, man. I'm down there, that's it. Another bloody injury. I'm sure you lot will laugh. We've got thin track normally, but they chop away at it at the end of the season. So it's kind of depleted. Oh yeah. Ah! Bloody hell, bamboo stick right in the arm. Okay, more cows. I'm always wary of them kicking out. All harvested here. So this is giving the bike a good run out on the rough terrain. For those of you who just joined our channel, I've got a new bike. And just still getting the grips with it on different terrain and settings. You might notice a rubbish dump there. Somebody's been setting fire to that. Oh, those plastics. I wish I was here for that. Whew. This is a route that I used to take a lot. But I started just going through the villages instead, because it was a bit of a chore on my old bike. I actually got a flat tyre going down here one day, 4 kilometres in, flat tyre. Instead of walking 4 kilometres home, I walked a kilometre to my brother-in-law's village, got it fixed, and then went for a beer hoy. As you do. The sun is shining on and off at the moment. Which is good. I'll give you another clue if you think something's changed or different from the video. What time is it? Okay. Now this is where the chickens just seem to run away from me. They don't go left or right, they just go straight ahead. Good, see? He took a right. At this spot here, I actually come across a lot of teenagers having a picnic. It takes all sorts. Not exactly a designated picnic area, but they were enjoying themselves, food and soft drinks. So one of the lessons that Wilming's doing, he's done English and he's done maths. He seems to enjoy maths more. I mean, at the moment when he's just adding numbers up or finding missing numbers, he does it really quick. In a test out of 30, he got 30 out of 30, and the teacher couldn't keep up writing the number in before he'd say the next one. So he must have done it in about a minute. Really good. So I'm chuffed to bits about that. If he's good at maths, then that helps. So I'm gonna deal with the English side. Oh no, you say. Bloody lad from Middlesbrough teaching his son English. Poor lad. Well, yeah, when I listened to the accent of the teacher and the American words she was coming out with, and the fact that picture of an oily rag, so the word rag, she was saying rug or rag, like an Now he's doing the middle letter sounds, and he's struggling with that. And when she's saying rug or rag, not right the way I would say it, he's confused. And then when she writes rug instead of rag, as in oily rag, I say, don't you mean rag? R-A-G, not R-U-G. Oh yeah, sorry. Oh. So I think I'll deal with English. Oh Jesus. And he can learn some of the British phrases and way we speak. So I mean, no doubt we'll end up there for a few years, I reckon. I'd like him to get settled there, maybe, because his kids at the moment, if he meets a Vietnamese and marries her, won't be able to get a British passport. He's got a British passport, Leah's got a British passport due to me. They've got British citizenship by descent, but it doesn't go down to. So he would have to marry, and she would have to marry a Brit for their kids to be permitted a British passport. Now how mad is that? They could marry someone in Vietnam, go and live there in England, and still have to do all the messing about with visas for their kids. So it's one of the reasons why I wanted to actually move to England. But we can do that later. He doesn't need a wife just yet. Let's go through this little village here. Oh, ducks. You been here before? So quite a long video today, guys. If you've stayed this long, you deserve a medal. Don't forget, guys, if you want to make a donation, if you want to make a donation to Wilming for his birthday on the 9th, we'll buy something in Hanoi and show you what he's bought with your gift. He'll appreciate that. Very sunny now. So did anyone work out what happened? Ooh, what was that bit of metal? You may think, hang on a minute. He was rushing to get back a minute ago. Now he's all calm and easy. Can you hear the squeak? Damn it. Bloody annoyed with that. I'm going to find out where that is. So yeah guys, what happened was, yesterday I ran out of battery. Just at the bit where all the interesting jungle bit was on the side of the rice field. So if you correctly mentioned that, well done. Give yourself a pat on the back. If you didn't, don't worry, it's just my expert editing skills that fooled you. Bloody hot now. Nang. It's like they're at school today. So yesterday was Friday. I made it just in time for his lesson, but Nat got the computer ready. Hello. After trying for 10 minutes via phone call. She's not technical. Hello, hello. So I noticed my black trainers were quite worn, and so on the pedals they kept slipping off. So today I decided to put my bright orange running shoes on instead. I'm not doing much running, so it's no good for my knees. So they are still quite new, the tread on them, and it's been a much better ride today. Right, where we're going? There's cows everywhere. That's what you get in this countryside. If I did live in England, I'd do English village life. I'd do cycling around England. That probably appeal more to the Vietnamese than you lot. Keeps me out of trouble making videos. It's about 15 kilometers today. About 20 yesterday, I think. The run was a bit too long for the time I had to pick up Will's lesson. That squeak is doing my head in now. because you can never figure out where it is. It won't repeat when you're sat still. God. People don't stop staring. It's a strange feeling being a foreigner living in Vietnam. My Vietnamese isn't so great, so can't really say much. But it's just the constant hello, hello, hello every time you go past somebody. That gets tiring. Or somebody's staring at you. No facial expression when you smile at them. So I don't bother anymore. I think I've got soup when I get back for lunch. That was boiling a chicken as I left. Usually a sign that a chicken pho has been made. Pho gart. Our local shop. The lady in there is lovely. She always smiles. Always. Not because I'm going in there spending a fortune, but even when I see her at school, she's smiling, picking her kids up. Right guys, that's it for today. Next video I'll probably go down by the riverside and do a long riverside ride, see how that takes us. I'm also going to do a ride to Tam Coc, have a ride around those little villages. So do stay subscribed guys, and thanks for watching. If you watched this far guys, wonderful. Cheers guys, see you later.